Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. We would like to thank to PTTEP Corporate SSHE for giving us the opportunity to present in this prestigious event. I'm Amirul Ahwas, an engineer from DAKOTA Integrated Services Sdn Bhd, and I will be your presenter for today. Let me brief you on our project, which is the provision of production and drilling riser tensioner, or also known as PDRT, overhaul for PTTEP's operation. This contract has been awarded on the 13th June 2020 and the duration is 3 years. This project is under the Facilities Engineering PTTEP Sabah Oil Limited. I will present to you the opening message for this video from our Managing Director, Mr. Fauzi Musa.
Hi everyone, very good morning. My name is Muhammad Fauzi bin Musa. I'm MD for DAKOTA Integrated Services Sdn Bhd. First and foremost, I would like to convey my utmost appreciation and thanks to our client PTTEP for inviting DAKOTA, our company, to present a video on and share the best SSHE practices in line with the upcoming forum or event to be held sometime later this year. Ladies and gentlemen, our company prioritizes and ensures that every task or work execution in our projects are safely accomplished with great outcome that results from the efforts of our team. We take great pride in our team embracing safety culture. Moving forward, we would like to ensure and inform that we will always continue to strive to maintain this strong safety culture and to further solidify our practices. We will always remember that a strong safety culture is critical to the success of our activities in our Labuan yard in Sabah and also during our offshore execution. We must maintain our hard work and commitment to working responsibly for our safety, as well as the safety of others around us. Implementing following policies and safety procedures are very important during the execution of work. We will ensure that we fully understand the JHA approval while continuously practicing toolbox as well as other HSE related meetings. DAKOTA embraces very high safety standards throughout each and every project. DAKOTA assures that at the end of the day, all our workers or staff should go home safe. We shall and will always remember that it is everyone's responsibility to work safely. And safety first, no compromise. And with that, thank you very much for your time. And I wish everyone to have a great day ahead and also a safe day. Thank you all.
Next, we will share our timeline of the SSHE campaign throughout the execution of this project. to our topic of best practices during work execution, we will start illustrating the best practices at the offshore site. There are 3 scopes that we will highlight regarding the offshore site, which are preparation, lifting activity requirements, and swapping activity requirements. First and foremost, for the preparation side, we will need to prepare the job health analysis, or also known as JHA, and permit to work, or also known as PTW, prior to executing the job. Once the JHA and PTW has been approved, we can then proceed with the work, as the JHA and PTW consists of hazards and precautions that will be highlighted in the toolbox meeting. The toolbox meeting is an essential routine whereby every meeting will consist of safety talk or safety moment, where each personnel is reminded of their safety during job execution. We will also ensure that each personnel involved in the work possesses a valid certification such as Basic Offshore Safety Induction and Emergency Training, or also known as BOSET. And if the personnel are to enter any confined space, they should have a valid Authorized Entrant and Standby Person, or also known as AESP certificate. Lastly, prior to executing the job, we will ensure that each hand tool and lifting gear is inspected, as we will want to prevent any faulty tools or gears to be used during the work execution later on. For this project, lifting represents a major activity during work execution. Thus, we have created a lifting activity requirement to ensure each requirement is fulfilled prior to executing the job. Firstly, the gantry crane needs to be recertified every year, and this will need to be done by an authorized third-party inspector. Besides that, the lifting tools are to be recertified as well to ensure that they are safe for usage. When carrying out any lifting activities, all personnel involved will need to have complete and proper personal protective equipment, or also known as PPE. Also, only competent personnel with valid certification and experience will be involved in heavy lifting activity. Lastly, for the production riser tensioner, or also known as PRT, swapping activity, all personnel must meet the requirement to carry out the work safely. For this activity, there will be work in confined spaces. Thus, a gas test must be carried out by an authorized gas tester beforehand to ensure that there are no hazardous gases such as hydrogen sulfide, or also known as H2S, combustible gases, and etc. Other than that, prior to entering the confined space, personnel are required to have complete and proper PPE that includes a breathing apparatus, portable gas detector, torchlight, and body harness. Buddy systems are essential when carrying out work in confined spaces to encourage fatigue management amongst personnel. A hard barricade is erected to ensure restricted access to work area for unauthorized personnel. After daily completion of work, housekeeping will be done to prevent obstruction of any pathway. Moving on to the onshore site where refurbishment work is conducted, we will talk about the best practices for the 3 scopes, which are machining, lifting, and chemical handling. Firstly, regarding the scope of machining, personnel must have complete and proper PPE prior to carrying out the work. Personnel who operate any machine must conduct a weekly inspection of said machine using a checklist to ensure that machines are safe for operation. After job completion, personnel are required to adhere to the 5S, which are sort, set in order, shine, standardize, and sustain. Next, on to the lifting activity that we carry out at our workshop. Prior to any lifting activity, all lifting gears are to be inspected to ensure that the gears are safe for usage. Every personnel involved in this activity will also need complete and proper PPE. The aforementioned lifting activity involves heavy lifting, thus, prior to work execution, a safety briefing needs to be conducted. Any lifting activity has been completed, personnel need to conduct the 5S of the area in which the lifting activity was carried out. Lastly, chemical handling is the final scope that we are going to highlight under our list of onshore site activities. Prior to handling chemicals, personnel who are assigned for this work are required to have complete and proper PPE when dealing with hazardous chemicals. All chemicals that will be handled need to be registered and labeled for easy identification by personnel. Chemicals also need to be stored in a designated area in our workshop. As mentioned, with each onshore site activity including chemical handling, an activity is not complete without adhering to the 5S routine to ensure a safe work area. Finally, we will end this presentation with a closing remark by our project manager, Mr. Azhan Ali.
A very good evening to distinguished guests, ladies, gentlemen, and all the event partners. Thank you for taking your time to watch our short video just now. The video is basically representing what we have gone through since the beginning of this project back in 2020. It is a credit to everyone involved in this project that we have managed the project without any LTI. We are very thankful for that. I believe this is the first time PTTEP hosting a complete online SSHE forum. Besides accommodating precautionary measures during this COVID-19 pandemic, this kind of digital transformation is a very good strategy that would enable and ease everyone around the globe to participate. I'm very much optimistic that this kind of event will be a catalyst to our common mission, our common goal to cultivate SSHE and make it part of our life. As part of DAKOTA Integrated Services Sdn Bhd management team, we take SSHE as our top priority. We believe that all our employees have a legal right to work in a safe place and a healthy condition. Once again, I would like to express my sincere thank you for your time watching our video, and our special thanks goes to PTTEP Corporate SSHE Division for organizing this event. We learned a lot during the making of this video, and it is a great honor for us to participate in this event. Thank you.